Well, we're halfway through the year, so that means it's time for Cap's Recap, my monthly channel update series. And, yeah, I know I'm like a broken record at this point, but sorry for how inconsistent stuff was in the, in the last couple weeks. Things got pretty busy, for the positive. More on that later on into the, update. But, oh yeah, first order of business as always, link in the description down below where you can pledge on Patreon or join the channel if you wish. Any like monetary support is greatly appreciated, but is in no way expected, required, etc. We currently have, well, movie night, like the suggestions I've gone ahead this month and opened up like the whole suggestion thing to the Discord as a whole. Still had the same number of suggestions as last time, so I might just, I don't know, I'll probably like still continue to take suggestions into consideration, but not have like official suggestion periods, you know. Since, you know, I was like, oh, I would get a lot of suggestions and then people could vote. But, I mean, also by that same token, by two people suggesting things, that does make it a lot easier for me to plan these. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But something coming up that is related to YouTube membership and Patreon pledges is game night. Well, I mean, participating in game night isn't restricted to those two things of support, but having priority access to any queues is. So, yeah. And once again, I think I'll just do like a little vote poll type thing to see what games people would like to play. And, you know, just looking at the calendar, I'm going to go ahead and schedule that there game night for next Saturday, Saturday the 9th. So yeah, we'll see what ends up winning. This also sorta plays into Patreon / YouTube memberships because these used to be my old goals. But yeah, the subscriber milestone goals I have that I list in the description of each of these update videos. Yeah, those have been like the same for a long while, and I'm just looking at them and thinking maybe I might switch them up a little. Always open to suggestions for those as well. I don't know, I'm a little 50-50 on that, because it's like subscriptions have been pretty stagnant for almost a full year now. And there were a few things on that, like, well, in the milestones that are like things I really want to do. So I'll probably just end up doing those and adding in new milestones. It definitely won't be like the 12-hour, 24-hour streams. I'm still going to save those for like very special moments. But yeah, if those days come, great. If those days never do come, it's still is what it is. I'm enjoying doing YouTube videos. I admit I was going through a bit of burnout earlier in the year, but I don't think that was due to the process itself, looking back on everything and what was going on at the time. I think it was mostly because I wasn't able to work on the videos as much as I wanted, while also balancing a lot of stressful stuff going on in real world territory. But yeah, now that things are clearing up on that front, and I'm like planning a lot of different things, some of which may end up coming to fruition, others not. But I mean, I always enjoy the planning process too. I'm weird like that. And not to mention just really enjoying the games I've been playing. Fist of the North Star is great. Bravely Default, I'm like at the point in the game where things are just getting real. Skatebird was a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying Tide the Tasmanian Tiger. So yeah, things have been getting a lot more fun on that front. Speaking of some of those things I mentioned, as far as the ongoing things are concerned, Bravely Default still will not be ending in July. Even if I switch to like one part a day for that, I don't think it would be ending. Unless I was doing like 4-hour videos, but I don't know. It's weird. Like, some creators will tell you, like, don't upload long videos, but... And when I say this, it does heavily depend on, like, the game and, like, just a whole bunch of different factors. Like, what might work for somebody might not work for others, but... I've had some, like, long videos on my channel do surprisingly well. Like, even better than short videos. And like I said, that heavily depends on the game, whatever story might be happening in said videos. So yeah, like if you're a creator, just always do what's best for you and your viewer base. If your viewer base likes longer videos, do longer videos. If they prefer shorter ones, do shorter ones. By that same token, Bravely Default is a turn-based RPG, so I'm not really sure like 3-hour videos would be great for that, but you never know. That said, though, not when I get to the end of this current chapter, but when I get to the end of the next chapter, I'm going to be moving that to like weekend uploads. 50% to sort of just get a bit of a break from that, since I've been like on and off recording that for the greater part of the year, and 50% because thematically at that point it would kind of make sense, but I can't really get into all of that because spoilers. But I'm just saying that now. I don't know if I will be making it through the next chapter by the end of the year, or not end of the year, end of July. But I don't think it's a particularly long one. I don't know. I'm just, like, rambling right now. Ty will be going along and wrapping up this month. And once that's over, I'll be starting WWE Day of Reckoning 2, the next game in the Patron's Choice LP thing. Oh yeah, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger was picked by Rosencrow7. Great pick. Enjoying it. I'm still trying to commission art for each of these Patron's Choice things. So if, for whatever reason, I don't have artwork ready for Day of Reckoning, then instead of waiting like I had been doing with these patron things, I'm just going to go ahead and start up Valkyria Chronicles, which is supposed to start up after Day of Reckoning 2 anyway, but... yeah, if I don't have the artwork ready, that will start up. So, yeah, just a little thing to look forward to in the month, even though those are two completely different genres. One is a wrestling game and one is strategy. So, yeah. Fist of the North Star is going to be a weird one because I'm definitely going to change up how those parts are recorded. Nothing catastrophic or anything, but it's just I'm now nearing the point where the game stops, for lack of a better term, being similar to a standard fast-paced action game like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta or Metal Gear Revengeance, and becomes more like Yakuza, which isn't bad. I love Yakuza. But yeah, like, I can now explore the city of Eden completely, like it's just free roam. And there's going to be tons of sub-stories and side things to do, and I intend to do all of it. But because of that, that means I won't be doing full chapters per part anymore, because with sub-story stuff, that's going to make things pretty long. So I'll probably just do similar to what I did for like Tokyo Mirage sessions and just have like, oh, the main chapter stuff happens in this part, and then in the following part is all the side stuff and the chapter end. We shall see. But depending on how longer the chapters get and how much side stuff there is to do, it may or may not be ending in July. But if it does, well, I haven't really thought that far ahead. I don't know, I'm leaning towards either like Batman Arkham City or Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Either or would be fun times. Besides that, I also intend to get back to finishing up some things, including one thing in particular that I really want to have done before a certain day in July. When I know my channel anniversary is also coming up in July, but I unfortunately don't have anything planned. We'll see though, plans subject to change and whatnot. As for streams, I'm kind of all over the place with this too. I don't really have any concrete stream plans at this time. Like, the timeline of brainstorming for that was, well, like, as I've kind of been doing on my channel every, like, other year or so, is like a themed summer. The past 2 years have involved, like, streams, as well as, like, videos that I would do for those. But yeah, last month I said I didn't really intend on doing one, and then midway through this year I was like, not through this year, good lord, through this month, I was like, maybe a sort of anime themed summer would be pretty neat. If a Yakuza game wins the poll, I could do like the main story stuff in video form and the side stuff in streams and keep everything in the same playlist, and that would be pretty neat because it's a pretty anime-esque game. Then I could do like a One Piece game and a Dragon Ball Z game and whoo-hoo. And then I caught the fighting game bug because of that Capcom collection that came out, and just watching more fighting game videos, the Street Fighter 6 hype. And then I was like, well, maybe I could do like fighting games, and I could do like one fighting game every Saturday for the entirety of summer. And then I remembered that, like, oh, well, I do like the game nights and the movie nights on Saturdays, like that's when they tend to be. But no matter, I could still move the fighting games to like Friday or something, or just as long as I do one a week, what does it matter what day it's on? And as of recording this, I did intend to stream more Soul Calibur 2, as well as either Dong Dong Never Die or Ultra Fight Dakianta tonight. And then I remembered just what day it was and what game has DLC out today. Well, yesterday, technically. So yeah, then I decided, well then, I guess I ain't playing no fighting game then. I'm gonna be playing me some Cuphead. But there's always next week. And then I saw an article that said another certain game is getting DLC that's coming out next week. And I fully intend to play Dicey Dungeons that day. And then with the game night coming up, so yeah, kind of put a damper on that. But I probably will still be doing like more fighting games because I enjoy playing them. But aside from that, like I also had intention to start up No More Heroes 2. But money was a little bit tight last week when I intended to start it up. So I figured I could just hold off on it for a bit. And it'll probably continue to be held off for a while because, I mean, it's the freaking Steam sale. I mean, come on. There are like some really good deals going on. You know, I gotta take advantage of those. And then there's an eShop sale too. And then from the demo day stream, there was the fact that Card Shark was way more fun than I was anticipating. And I already thought that was going to be a fun game, but ooh, I wasn't expecting what I got. So I kind of want to like go back to that sooner rather than later. So Yeah, more and more is looking like No More Heroes 2 might have to wait a bit. But we shall see. Pretty much the streaming plans and moods are just going to change on a week-to-week basis. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's better to not really know what to stream due to having so many things you want to play on stream, as opposed to not knowing what to stream because you're not really in the mood for much of anything. So yeah, look at that as a positive rather than a negative. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I am sorry that yet another update has been really rambly and indecisive, especially when it came to the stream stuff. That was way more rambly, and like I had no set plans really for streams. I'm just gonna go with the flow. But to end on a positive note, all throughout the year I kept alluding to hating my current job and doing something about that. And that leads into why the last couple of weeks have been really busy. I've been interviewing y'all, and the interviews have been going really well. And currently 2 positions in the same place I work, but different teams, both really want me to join the teams. And both happen to pay double what I'm currently making and will be offering me positions. And here I thought the hard part was like going to be applying to them. No, now the hard part is going to be like trying to decide which one I want. That's why I'm kind of disappointed that they both will be paying me like the same. Because if one was going to pay me more, then I could just be like, oh, well, yeah, I'll definitely go with that. But no, this makes it even more difficult. So I can either go with the job that's like an extension of what I'm currently doing, but also more focused. So instead of providing like basic technical support and password resets and doing stuff with accounts and all that stuff, I would just be working specifically with a handful of applications that are used by all the employees. No call taking required. I'd just be dealing with tickets. And the other position is what I actually went to university for. So yeah, it just comes down to like, do I want to program or do I want to essentially have a cushier job where I would still have to occasionally talk to morons. Either way though, I am so glad to be getting off of the phones and away from my current awful supervisor. Permitting she actually hires somebody to fill in for my spot when I go. She has currently just filled in the spot of the most recent person who quit our team. We still have an open spot from last year though, and then there's going to be an open spot when I leave, and she's kind of only ever interviewed 3 people, so it's yeah. I might be stuck just a little bit longer. But only for a little bit, hopefully. And then last night, as of recording this, I also went to the first AEW show in Detroit. You know, that's not as groundbreaking as me getting a new job, but I mean, you know, I still had a lot of fun. That was like the most fun live wrestling show I've ever been to. Greatly enjoyed it. Will go again. Do recommend. So yeah, that's all I got. Sorry for this very awful channel update. Just to reiterate, movie night Saturday. It's looking like it's going to be Moana and Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence. Maybe The Fall, if I can get that to work. And if we do indeed watch The Fall, then I'll probably move Moana to next month, since that was suggested second. Game night next week. The Discord will be picking on game or games to be playing. Either WWE Day of Reckoning 2 or Valkyria Chronicles will be starting up after Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Either Link's Awakening, something for my channel's anniversary, or Batman Arkham Knight will be starting up after Fist of the North Star, if it does indeed end this month. Streams are going to be all over the place, but that's because there's so much I want to do on stream. And things are looking up for your boy IRL. Thank you all for sitting through this here horrible update, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
I'm running things.